Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Damian Pierce now to return it. Oh, what a stiff arm. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on the route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
It's a gain of 9.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down.
38-yard line.
It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They go play action with Stroud. And the hitter on shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's good for a Texans.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Christian Kirk.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game.
It's 2nd down
and now they face
10.
2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's trying to go deep again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Jaden.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in Year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities. There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Baker now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Baker Mayfield.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, you're making your coordinator a little bit nervous, man. When you take a sack down in this area of the field, you are playing with absolute fire. And you know what else? Kind of light a fuse on that other side and that defense, too.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer. Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work on the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Brought down right
as a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Stroud. Taken in by Kirk, right side. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
And you can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Stroud's going to throw for it. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
A gain of 9
yards. Came in at the
yards.
right time, giving 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
First and 10.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly
line.
where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Kirk in motion left. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
He was taken down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Stroud off of play action. He's going to keep it this time. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
Stroud. 13 yards.
These are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Chubb here on 1st down. Gets to space right side. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Another Texans 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
There now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll give to Chubb on the option. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Now Stroud on third and goal. And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
A loss of 7 yards.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this fourth down. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Texans 3.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Kaimi
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bucs take over first
Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. Takes out a one-stop, and he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Mayfield now off the play action. Right side, this is Ibuka. And he managed what he can up to the 48. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at their 48-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 48. Setting up the screen. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
To number 7.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback.
A loss of a
my
yard
grade
on the
sheet,
play.
that's a negative.
And
that screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
A gain of 9 on the play.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth down in inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. Irving here from the gun. He will not get there. They stop him at the line and come through to get the turnover on down.
Result of the play.
Blitz on 4th down is a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To the air, Stroud. He's got it inside the 25. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
That's good for a Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Reddick in on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 17. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Intended for Jaden
There's the
Higgins.
importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Stroud now. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Stroud's pass.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And now a 4th down staring right at him.
He was
Well, you got to
defended
have a
by
short
Jamel
memory
Dean.
in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try and field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Up and good from Fairbairn. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Rashad White on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Baker out of the pistol. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backward. 2nd down coming up.
You often hear me talk about setting an edge, Well, think of it this way as well, especially with a bootleg. You want to be like the jaws of a defense. You want to just keep him inside. Get those jaws a-closing, and there's no escape valve for the QB then.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
3rd and long for him here. Excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Complete to Chris Godwin. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 41. They kick the running back in motion. First and 10, it's Mayfield. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
8
That
yards
is a
on the pickup.
textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Mayfield now from the gun. He's stepping up and takes off with this one.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Mayfield keeps it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
First down, here's Baker. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Complete to Cade Otton. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On the give, this is Irving. Room to the right. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
First and goal,
Dude, I don't
Tampa
think
Bay.
this defense is feeling a whole lot of relief, but I'll tell you this. You saved a touchdown for now, and now you got to recover and find a way to hold them out of the end zone.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They put a receiver in motion right. Irving goes the wrong way. He's going to lose several here.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way
Second and goal.
still in that running back
At the
side. We did
Texans'
not give you
5-yard line.
any cheats.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. He's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers come through with 6.
Tampa Bay.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
On his Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers take the lead on that successful kick.
Texans 6.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
On the return.
Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. First and 10 now from the 30. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's Chubb on second down. He's got a gain of 6 there. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. to make that play.
He's tackled at the
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Texans first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Six guy! Check six guy!
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's another Texans first down.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-6 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They run it from the gun with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have the first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Stroud completes it quick. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
I'm going!
Throwing is Stroud. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ogunbowale will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
The ball carrier.
That result right there probably takes the run out of the picture on 3rd and goal.
No gain on
but
the
maybe
play.
it doesn't. Maybe this offense is looking at this at 4-down territory. This is where the fascinating mind games go.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
C.J. Stroud.
Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
An 8-yard loss.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down.
A 28-yard
This from
attempt.
28 yards away. Up and good from Fairbairn. And they've taken back the lead.
Makes the score.
Give him the first half
9.
trifecta. He's
Buccaneers
3 for 3 on
7.
field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Complete to Emeka.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give to Irving, left side. Escapes a defender. And he got this close to midfield before going out.
A gain of 16 yards.
16 yards
and
on the play.
And
that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
His charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Baker now from the gun. Finds the in route complete. He's denied the first, but not by much. This play gets down to the 42-yard line.
On the play.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
He's going to keep this one. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down.
Sheldon Rankins on the stop. A gain of a yard. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap, and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Mike Evans.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 36. Connects with Abuka over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains!
And a Buccaneer first down.
Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Brought down behind
Kate,
the
I knew
line
it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special. Right, that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
Slot man in motion right. Now Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone. But what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Sterling Shepard.
The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point.
The point after.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers jump in front now by 5.
14. Texans 9.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Smith on the
Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
On the play.
Hey, I understand that. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again, following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And the Buccaneers clogging up the throwing lanes. We got 6 DBs out there. Third down. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's a gain of 16
yards. 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down, Stroud. Caught by Collins on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
10 more yards.
They get an even 10 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Jump running out of the gun. And he works this to the 38 before going there. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, he had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short at 25.
10 more yards.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. All right, here we go. Second down. Again, it's Chung. Oh, he trucked that defender. And a productive run now on second down. That's a gain of 6.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of inch as they get set for 3rd and 6. From the gun, Stroud. This one's to Kirk out left side. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That's another Houston Texans. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Chung. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Talk to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular when the back ended up being the target. And they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Stroud. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a second quarter lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown.
Texans.
No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans take a slim 2-point lead.
16. Buccaneers 14. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick
Fairbairn
off
has
for
it all
Houston.
set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30.
The Bucs take
So
over
they're going to
first
begin from
and
the 36 as he's
10
brought
at their
down.
own 36-yard
The
line.
Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
There's no negatives ever
behind the
on a
line
great
of
sheet for a
scrimmage.
completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Baker now off the play fake. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Pass.
Give him
Complete to
13
Chris
on that
Godwin.
play. And that's
A
good
gain
for a
of 13
Buccaneer first
yards.
down.
First down.
These QBs make it look
Buccaneers.
easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Irving on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Taken down right
Made it
at
all
the
look
line
so
of scrimmage.
simple, didn't he? That
No gain
linebacker
on the
sorting
play.
right through the
Brings up
traffic,
second
finding the
down
runner. That's
at the
instincts
48-yard
come to
line.
life.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Complete to number 13,
12 yards on
Mike
that play, and a
Evans.
good call nets him the
A
first.
gain of 12.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was
First down,
implementing the drag
Tampa
route with the
Bay.
49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Carry by Irving. Can't slip that
Bucky
initial tackle.
Irving, the
Stops
ball
made for
carrier.
no gain on that first down play.
Aziz Al-Shire on
You
the
know, Kate,
tackle.
over the years, I've heard running
No
backs say
gain
there's
on the
just
play.
sometimes you got to run
Brings
into
up
darkness.
second down.
Just go where there
At
is
the
no lane and hope that something
35-yard
opens along the
line.
way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Once again, Irving. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Buccaneers with 3rd and 5. Mayfield will look to throw. Got his man. It's on him. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
First down, Tampa Bay.
I'm not Not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Now it's Irving. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now here's Mayfield. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
Baker Mayfield.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
3-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Irving. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Tampa spends its second timeout now.
At the 5-yard line.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pass it down close. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to Mecca of
The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point.
The point after.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers jump in front now by 5.
21. Texans 16.
McLaughlin has it on the teeth, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Smith on the return.
The Texans going on offense now, just before halftime. They don't have much time left. They're facing a small deficit. They could try to get this into field goal range. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Begin the drive with Chubb. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first.
Brings up
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
A 5-yard
Houston
gain
calls
on the
it
play.
2nd timeout.
That's good.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, ball at the 36. Looking to throw, Stroud. He's on the end route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout.
19 yards.
And that's all they've got for what little remains in this half.
Texans
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. It's Comped, and it's Higgins again. And he's going to be blocked down at the 35-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Throwing here just before halftime. It's a quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
Johnson with a return here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st
The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Baker now from the gun. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
Incomplete.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in.
Punt formation for Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And hey, at least he held onto the football. They will get nothing on that return. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive.
14-yard line.
And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Nico Collins.
Try and get it into Nico Collins.
Incomplete.
And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's brought down after a nice gain
It's a
and
gain
a
of
first
16
down.
yards. That's good for a Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down throw by Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Texans.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They go play action with Stroud. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they take him down right along the 30.
A gain of 22
It's a gain of
yards.
22. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
First down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Finds him over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Complete to number 81, Jaden Higgins. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 22-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Putting a receiver in motion. Running right with Chubb. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Stroud on the sneak. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at
That's
the 18-yard line.
more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
All set up now for 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. They give inside to Chubb. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Stroud now. Steps up and he's running with it. Gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That's a gain of 3.
I love that
Brings
play.
up 3rd and
that's
3.
quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Stroud now on 3rd. Getting out to his left. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Chubb does not score. They not only stop him, they back him up a couple of yards.
Good defense tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, This defense is all over them.
From the 5-yard line after the loss, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Stroud. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that trims the lead to just a couple.
They can't blame him for the deficit. He's been doing all he can to kick them into contention. That's now his 4th field goal. And all those kicks he's made are part of why the lead is still close.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's White on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Mayfield's pass.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Baker now. Inside, hauled in by Godwin. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup of 6.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A tight end in motion now. Irvin here from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Irving, the ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 7. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Right back to Irving now. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Mayfield now from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Intended for
Took a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
3rd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Caught quickly on the slant. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Irving, the ball carrier.
Okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, Keeps that defense guessing.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the 21. Irving hauls it in. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
An 8-yard pickup.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Motion, see the ball, see the ball, see the ball.
From the red zone now. Caught just shy of the goal line.
Mayfield's pass.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Not that many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that. Going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Going with Irving here. He's denied the goal line, but they're still going to have a chance here, Brock. That play did get him enough to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Kid, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him for minimal yardage, but it was going to be tough to stop him from getting a 1st down as close as they were to the sticks.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Irving will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
These stops don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Mayfield now, blitz coming. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers push this to an 8-point game.
Touchdown.
It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point.
The point after.
The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers push the lead to 2 scores now.
28.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this fight. Pierce now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st
the Texans with their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Taken down behind the line of
once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works.
At the
bigger
22-yard line.
He wins.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Stroud off the play fake. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down, we'll say, right at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
On the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
On the carry.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. A play made by Jacob
He was
Parrish.
tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They've got first down from the 31. To the air, Stroud. He tucks it and takes off. He goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Texans are getting the first down.
19 more yards. That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Chubb on the give, headed left. This one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play by that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
C.J. Stroud.
That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA.
3rd and
Protect
15.
the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming.
Hey, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He's got it. It's in close. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
Pursuit. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did. You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
The Buccaneers and receiver Chris Godwin getting set for another go. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. He finds Evans left side. And he has it up to the the 9-yard line before going down.
To Mike Evans.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. Irving on the inside give. All he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be third down.
The Tampa ball carrier, taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Baker now from the gun. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive lineman have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's brought in downfield by Mayfield's pass. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It's a
Every tight end worth of salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
He's not going to manage to get back to the line either. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
Jalen Petrie.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. Second down. Baker now off the play fake. Catch made left side by Abuka. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Christian Harris.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Once again, Irving. And they get to him. A boom raised downfield from that line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Again for the first time to Rashad White. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Here's the give to Irving. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. Coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Mayfield to throw. That one's good to Godwin. He stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
And he gets in. Touchdown.
Irving, the ball carrier.
The Buccaneers will lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. So the Buccaneers keeping their offense on the field. 2-point attempt coming up.
The Bucs will
They
set
motion
up
the slot
for the
man
2-point
right.
conversion.
They'll try to run it in. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
Buccaneers 34.
Well, I know we normally look for
Texans
where
19.
the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Pierce now on the return. Jukes one defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
For Dalton Schultz.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
Stroud completes it quick. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
I'm sure, Coach, your play caller doesn't mind to make your job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
At the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
17 more yards.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Grab the throw on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Here's Stroud again. This is complete to Schultz. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard
Look
gain
up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Looking to Chubb, running left. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
2nd and 13. Dumped off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a miles gain.
Well, this is the type of game you've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. From the gun, Stroud. Caught just shy of the goal line. And taken out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
From the red zone now. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now point after to bring it back within 1 score. The kick is good, and they move back within possession of the 4.
Makes the score Buccaneers 34, Texans 26.
That lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Johnson now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. First call here coming from the shotgun. Mayfield now from the gun. Right side, this is Ibuka. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Mayfield throwing out of the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Mike Evans.
Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So it'll be third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. That's good for the first. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 18 yards there.
A gain of 18
and that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, White. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
White, the Buccaneers.
Okay, a 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule.
A 2-yard
pick
gain
up the pace.
Brings up 2nd down at the 47-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, this is White. And he works this to the 38 before going there. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, here's Baker. Finds him on the crossing route. We will not get any further. Plenty of progress already.
Complete to number 13, Mike Evans. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down from the red zone. On the screen, this is White. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Complete to Rashad.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Bryant, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Running on second with White. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be third down.
White, the ball carrier.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign.
Again,
getting some quick push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Back to throw it. And they take this in for the score.
Touchdown.
The Buccaneers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Baker Mayfield a touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point.
The point after.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers lead by 15 now.
41, Texans 26.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Pierce now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Texans take over
now we
first
get a look at
and
this
10
Texans offense.
at their own
And that last
27-yard
drive,
line.
no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 37. Right side cut by Higgins. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's good.
That's just great instinct. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Finds Higgins for another grab. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
A gain of 12
yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down, Stroud. And he connects with Collins. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans trail by 15. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Again, Stroud. He goes back to him yet again. Completes. And he gets this forward to the 19.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Throwing again. It's Stroud. Hits him on the end route. And he'll go down here at the 16.
A gain of 3 yards.
Give him 3 on that game.
That's another.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
1st down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
To number 13.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree cake that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running back sent in motion.
Check the call, check the call.
Here's Stroud again. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Texans can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
Now we're trying to keep a sliver of hope alive and make things a 1-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Makes the score Buccaneers 41, Texans 33.
So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And the Buccaneers managed to recover the football.
The onside kick recovered
and he's going to get
by
stopped
Tampa
right
Bay.
around the 45-yard line. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for White. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
White, the ball carrier.
Timeout coming from the
Taken
Texans.
down
That's
at
their
the
first.
43-yard line.
And they still have
Brings
2
up
available
second
for them as
down.
we approach the end of this game.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's White again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Photo run
Houston
show
calls it second timeout.
on the stop.
And they'll have just one
It's
left
a
to
gain
burn
of
now.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Here he is to throw. Got a man, this is Evans. And the Buccaneers get that first down. That should be enough to start the celebration and earn them this win. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.